We start. This is registering our Viideo Rag registering for, especially for a casting for performers, musicians, actors, model pasarela fashion people, and in the same way I introduced for investing. This video is for explaining what consists the treatment for the casting, and for NAFTER event, for NAFTER VR event that would take place on 25th August. We'll invited these people I told, Ariana and Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber too, Bella Porsche, even Miley Cyrus, and we open to other artists that are dealing with what we're doing. So music, design, interior design, VR design, fashion, these sort of things that you should watch in our links. And in 25th August, today, 25th August, there would be a streaming where you could contact us, and if you are a performer, you are a musician, singer, etc. You could contact us and then agree, or deal with the conditions we give to people that want to participate, because there will be competitions, and the prices, you've seen the prices, they are that sort of gold for nice sculptures. That are, by the way, not on sale, not on sold, but you can get the rights to that in 2 days. To all of you, and not only to investors or anyone, we'll have we open it to participate in this piece of art that will increase value in few time. Okay, and this was a sort of introduction that I wanted to show in this slide, and I would like you to share another one that was already bring VR to our lives, but as we do it or not, it will happen, because it's a future in the present. So the people that initiate in this adventure soon will be the first. If not, the others will be in the back. And this is a technology that being developed so fast, and there are a few examples on that. So we are pioneering in this technology, art technology, and the event, NAFTER event, would be followed by another one that I would not like to introduce much, because things that are in process is not good enough to show. But this was first sketch for INTEC. INTEC is supposed to be a great event on VR, and it will deal about several aspects we are dealing. Not only music, it will be not only a fair, but a mixture of all of that, no? It's fancy, but it needs a lot of work to develop, and the facilities we are dealing it and we are showing will be important. Will be important to that. And continuing with the slides, I would like to show it seems a Japanese picture, but it's not a Japanese picture. It's a kind of abstract figure that shows how would be developed a special place, a special plan area for VR solutions, for VR activities. And of course, it's under development. But I wanted to introduce, you can see that acting and performing in InTech, well, can be a highway to other projects, and it's open to anyone creator, anyone musician, performer, actor, etc. And this is a special one. This is autocons. It means the difference between internet and virtual reality is that virtual reality is ubiquitous, but to achieve, to get good conditions for developing it, it needs good conditions to have it, to inhabit. And we have thought, or as designers, we have thought about communities that have no examples in the world, have no examples. You could think about German ancient solutions, Bauhaus or others, or American ones, the factory or other ones. But this is completely different because VR is completely different. We are completely different, and our experience is completely different. And what we are ready to this, and we welcome to all of you, not only for NAFTER participants, to all of you. These places, autocons, will be self-constructed spaces. So each one, because in virtual reality, there are some differences between internet and virtual reality, because spaces are important in virtual reality, and in internet they are not. So people will not only have to be good enough in design, in industrial, not in design, general design, industrial or whatever, but in space design, no? And this is not architecture. This is VR, you know. And there are no examples. There are some schools that are doing it, but well, this is beginning, and we have thought that a good solution would be autocons, you know, and with very few budget, will provide facilities to build these solutions. So NAFTER event would be a good place to show and to present all of this. So you are all invited to it, whether you are a star, whether you are whatever you are, designer, musician, performer, architect, whatever. Okay, see you there, and see you soon. Because if it's not in 31st, we'll see what happens. Because should be on 31st August. Okay, have a nice summer and see you there. Well, I am Carles, and I am most of all dedicated to VR developing solutions. At the beginning, was events on VR, where we started to design and to introduce to our website, our page, that sort of solutions in VR. And this is dedicated to investors for VR, and concretely for an after VR event, and where we will place a special club, for developing and concreting and to make concrete the solutions for VR facilities, mainly facilities were dedicated to investors in VR. And I have prepared a presentation to show some of the projects we are carrying on. And I am going to introduce with several slides. Okay, well, this was a previous one, and this is the slide I've set as introduction to VR. Bring us bring VR to our lives. That means that in a few years, less than four years, VR will provide solutions for investors for investing that it's difficult to measure how far they are going to arrive because it's in several years time, and it's necessary a lot of work because there must be developed the servers, there must be developed the connection, the satellites, etc. And we are dealing it with in several ways. Mainly, and first of all, it's this VR gate tech that's a sort of engineering office where to develop the whole process, in virtual reality, since hardware, going to facilities, and then related to software. Okay? This presentation is, as I told, dedicated mainly to investors. So I will show you the first. This facility is called Pearl-like facility. That is supposed to be the place where to register for an after event, the music and other stuff, contents. And in Pearl, we're going to register it. It will be such a factory for VR, such facility that will be such a kind of factory. Okay, and well, this is already a start, and we are under developing this project. And the next one would be the Starship facility. If the engineering office will develop the whole process, and Pearl will be dedicated to register for NAFTER, this Starship facility will be dedicated to whole processing software in brain technology. I mean, in thinking technologies about how to develop these solutions. And well, this is already started too, and we're dealing with the design that you can see mainly the draw scheme here, and it's a first introduction, but it has a possible location. Already is not closed, but for all the projects there are most of all some special location to place it. And here I show yet already a facility where investing is possible for anyone, not only for artists, not only for great artists in music, events, performance, etc., but for investors that are not directly related with VR solutions. And as I told, there will be conditions for investing, and it will go through a Rexton, such a kind of currency, a gold currency. But this is something that must be concretely. It's already been, of course, thought, but it will depend because the investors will not invest as an investment fund. It will be sort of different because we'll deal about a special currency with Rexton that will suppose a kind of sculpture in gold sculpture that its value will not depend only in golden material. Not only in golden material, not only in artistic and trust on public investing people interest. And well, this next first the previous was IMAC. That was okay. I go back to see it again. This is IMAC is a kind of facility that includes several programs. most of all, a concert hall, a big concert hall, in just side by side with a discotheque that is actually in range, actually in a bad situation. But this facility, this IMAC, would provide not only with music, with concert hall for great stars in music, but VR space. And in a great hall, like high space, and on the top, there will be an astrophysics observatory, because in the place where it would be located, it's good to see stars. And well, you see if it's side to side to this disco, well, it would be interesting. And next project, next facility is in Barcelona. It's called Barcelona Rag Museum, and it will deal like a Starship, but in a kind of more urban solution, no? More close to the city, more close to other interests in people that can go to visit, to know more and to learn, to get contacts, to get business, because it will be a platform. It will be not a museum, it will be not a showroom, it will be not a business place, but a mixture of all of that. Huh? And continuing that, it will be possible to invest too in this facility, but it will be in relation to the municipality, to the major council, because it will be a property, no, not a property, it will be a device, a monument, well, okay, a facility that will be related to the city, so it must be spoken, it must be in according with the council. And next one would be, let's see, Universal Rag Museum. This is a special project. It's a special project for Los Angeles, and it will be similar to Barcelona Rag Museum, but well, in big, but in similar conditions. And next one is Princeton. Princeton was thought to be located in Milano, and it was similar, not similar, but each facility has its own particularities. But this one, it could be like most of all a great office with well, contacts through all the world, and it will be possible to invest in this facility for investors too. And okay, every project here shown will be treated particularly with each investor, and the investors will have the possibility to deal with the engineering contest, the engineering VR tech office, and there make contacts and develop this in economic way, even in the business plans, and well, everything related to business for virtual reality. And next slide, next picture was related to a ski spot, a winter ski spot, where probably in Poland, that would allow us to get in touch with the reconstruction of Ukraine, because in Ukraine we had some project that was thought for reconstruct in virtual reality spaces destroyed by war, you know. And this project will not replace, of course, what was destroyed by war, but memory is important for people. And in this sense, well, it will not be living in the places destroy, but for memories, for living memories to people, to our daughters, to our sons, it's important, it will be interesting, but because it will not be a reproduction of old reality, what was there before, but it will be further more than that. And okay, we are developing it, and it will be probably one of the greatest investings, because a sport winter sport facility is a great project, and we are dealing with it, probably in Poland. And the urban project is already introduced. And well, this will be farther than other ones. And we arrived at Cuba, at La Liberación, Cuba, that, this project would be similar to others, but in a different position, because in Cuba, political situation is difficult for foreign investings. And I have to tell that in this sense, Cuba is special because it's close to the United States. And in relation to that, well, this was thought for giving the island a special solution in VR, because it's necessary to introduce VR all around the world as quickly as possible, not only technologically developing, but in software too. And this place in La Liberación in Cuba would be such a kind of Princeton, and different because the position in the city would be different. So the relation with the activity is of course different. And okay, this one, no, this one was a kind of video, right? Yes. And this one is well, I this is the first solution we are dealing with. It's NAFTER, and well, we are proud. This solution in the background was a first one we did for introduction. And these days, because NAFTER should be placed in 25 August. And well, this was our first solution, where you can see a space for activities, for music, for fashion, for arts, for videos, the prize, the competitions, the auctions, and we have a few time to develop it. It should be on 31st, and most of all the work is already done, and we are open to facilities investings. And okay, it will take time, but the first step is with NAFTER, and then we'll start with VR Tech Office, VR Tech Technologies. And this is the presentation I wanted to introduce to investors. And on NAFTER, on pre-NAFTER event that is supposed to be in 25th August, to have a private and VIP contact where to deal about all of this. And okay, this was the presentation, and I would like to receive comments on emails or directly on webpage, not in Invention VR because it's under work, but well, and in the profiles in YouTube or even in directly